all over. Okay, up over that guy. Watch out for all spikes. What's interesting about Mario Zone, though, is like I had 2 secret levels in Pumpkin Zone. But for whatever reason in Mario Zone, they make up for it or balance it by not having any extra zones or extra levels or bonus levels or whatever you want to call them. They don't have any in Mario Zone, which is kind of weird. I always, you think there would be one. You think there would be an extra zone in Mario Zone, but I guess because Pumpkin Zone has 2 of them, they decided not to put an extra one in Mario Zone. As I'm going to use the crane. I mean, I could efficiently make the jump, but I think it's funny to have Mario grabbed by a crane machine and dragged over. Jump on these things. Watch out for more, of course, bullet bills that may shoot out. Bounce off one's head there. And I could officially ride that crane into the bell, but I'll just skip that and head right to the exit, as we are now in the brain, the central system for Mario, his all functions that would go on inside of Mechanical Mario. And apparently inside of Mechanical Mario's brain is nothing but Lego blocks, as the whole ground is made up of Legos, which isn't necessarily, I guess, the funnest thing to walk on when you think about it. Especially if you're trying to work your way through the middle of them, I guess. Anyway, kind of a weird choice for a floor, but I really just don't understand why there would be Legos in Mario's, or Mechanical Mario's brain. There's the halfway point. Jump up here, avoid the buzzsaws, which are not a pretty enemy to have in any game, but we also saw them in Super Mario World on the SNES. And because of the carrot, I'm pretty much able to float and bypass almost all the level. And here we go with one of the cooler bosses in the entire game, the 3 little pigs. Of course, you're going to start off with the weakest one first, and he just basically rolls left and right. They all get faster with each hit, and you have to actually hit all 3 of them 3 times, so it works that way. There's actually 9 total hits throughout the course of this one. The second one bounces around. And then the third and final one has a weird jumping pattern. It kind of gets skinny and then expands itself as it bounces around, so it's a little bit harder to hit. But there we go. He's taken out, and he's going to fall to his death off screen. And just like all the other ones, we're going to get another coin. It pops out of the ground, and now will fall in its place in the door of Mario's castle, or Wario's castle. And there we go. We now have 5 of the 6 golden coins in Super Mario Land 2. Only one more zone to go before we get to go to Wario's castle and do battle with the greatest character in Mario, Wario. Okay, here we go with Turtle Zone, which it actually does have a secret zone in it, which we will get to in the second zone of Turtle Zone, which I like the way the fact that it's named Turtle Zone. You get eaten by a turtle and taken underground, and then there's a giant whale kind of hanging out there, which actually brings us to the final level of Turtle Zone, which is another one of the cooler designed levels. It's actually like made up to look like the inside of a whale. So before Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time did it, and after Pinocchio did it, Mario goes and visits inside the giant belly of a whale in Super Mario Land 2. Watch out for random sharks in this water-filled level, and underneath the bell, and hit the goal. Okay, Turtle Zone 1 is now complete. And now we go to Turtle Zone 2, which is probably my least favorite level in the entire game. It's just inside of a giant, like, submarine, and it's like kind of like a maze or whatever. Really not a challenging maze in terms of video game mazes, but I just really don't like the level. It's kind of long. I don't like the fact that I'll actually have to become the smallest Mario possible in order to make it through this area right over here in order to get to the secret exit. So I actually have to be hit twice, and now I'm the smallest I can be. Go through here, and now I'm going to jump in the water and jump through this pipe. Okay, now I'm going to head over to the right, and in this area I got to watch out for these spikes that are coming out of the ceiling here. Watch underneath of the spiky guys. Slowly walk underneath of them. More spikes coming from the ceiling. There's another dry bone fish. There's another spike. Continue underneath of it. There's a giant shark, which swims happily by, thankfully. And there we go. There's the star exit, which completes the, gets to the bonus exit of Turtle Zone. And now we go outside of Turtle Zone back to a very small island on the outskirts of Mario Island. And now we have the last of the bonus levels in the game. As I just grabbed a mushroom to make myself bigger Mario, or whatever you want to call it. Slightly larger Mario. And we actually have a spelling in this. We actually spells out, it's like, we have random letters that we can read or whatever. It kind of reminds me of Super Mario Land. Super Mario World, sorry, the secret zones. The final secret zone where it spells out you're a super player. I think that's what it spells out at in the final level of the secret world in Super Mario World. And I'm really not sure. It's like it just spells Mario Land 2 in coins as you run through it. So it's kind of like a little special Easter egg or whatever you would like to call it. I don't know if you noticed in the background of Pumpkin Zone when I completed it, the background actually changed when I got the hidden zone in it. They actually turned into boos at the end of it. And in Turtle Zone, the giant whale that's in the bottom left side of the screen that I'll actually be going inside of in the next level, he's normally sleeping, but once you complete that little bonus level, or get to it, he actually starts opening his eye, and he kind of like starts blinking or whatever. So that's another little touch that they did to the background or the graphics in this game to make it even, once again, showing that Nintendo shows the most detail when it comes to their, I guess since it's their own game, it's their own system, they're going to show as much detail as they possibly can. Just the little tiny things in the background that makes the game cool. As I'm working my way through this much hated level of mine. Watch out for the turtles, not trying to get hit. And there's the halfway bell as I now enter kind of more or less the maze style area of this level, which I really do not like at all. I'm going to wait up here, and I'm going to go down. And we're going to head over to the right and inside of this pipe. Okay, up and over. Go to the left here. Come down, and now go up in this pipe. And now back down this pipe right next to it, down here. And now we're underneath this area. Watch out for the spiky guy. I'm going to walk underneath of him so he doesn't hit me. And go inside this pipe. Okay, pretty much done now, this area. Head over to the right, watching out for spikes that are coming from the ceiling, which we've had to deal with in getting to the secret area of this zone. There's some platforms if I want to take the time in order to get to the bell, but I'm just going to head to the exit as quickly as possible. And there we go, Pumpkin Zone. Turtle Zone 2 is complete, and now we're inside of the giant whale for another one of the coolly designed levels in the game. As we have like these weird little scuba diving style creatures, as well as we have random growths that are coming off of the inner mouth or inside of the large whale. And then Goomba got swallowed as well, apparently. There's the halfway marker, there's a dry bone. Working my way over, watch out, as I just got hit by the turtle, unfortunately. Crap. Okay, watch out for the scuba diving guys. The weird scuba diving guys. Working my way over, what's this? Okay, good, a fire flower. It's not necessarily a carrot, but it'll have to do. I can actually kill the final boss with the fire flower in this level. You can kill any of the bosses with the fire flower, but this one I always find a little bit easier to do so. Let's see if I can actually kill him with the fire flower. And we actually do battle with a octopus or a squid or whatever. And he drops little tiny squids out as well, and he's taken care of. In only a few very quick shots, he gets taken care of. The coin pops out, and now will fall into its proper position, and now we have officially collected all 6 of the 6 golden coins in Super Mario Land 2, as the song will play once again, the fanfare of collecting all the coins. We also now get to see the door open as all the coins have been collected, and that means, of course, we only have one thing left to do in the game, and that's head to Wario's Castle, or Mario's Castle, and do battle with the devious Wario who took over Mario's Castle. Okay, you can see Wario happily walking on the top area. And here we go, the final level of the game, which of course is also the hardest level in the game. Has some of the hardest jumps to make, as I unfortunately only have the fire flower. I don't have the privilege of having my carrot. Work my way over. Watch out for the giant spiked balls that do not like me very much.